Okay, so I have reached 2000. If you've been following along, I jumped from 1700. So this is going to require a bit of an explanation. So last week, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and skip these Dawn of the Infinite dungeons. So, as I've been saying, these have been slowing everything down. So, I said I was just going to do everything else, and I started queuing for anything but the Dawn of the Infinite dungeons, and got into a plus 16, and that was fairly simple, all things considered. Um, so knowing that I needed to do everything at least as a plus 14, that was what got me to 2000 last season, was doing both weeks, fortified and tyrannical, with everything as a plus 14. Um, I tried to do everything as at least a plus 14. I had one dungeon left, the Dino dungeon here, and as you see, I ended up doing that as a plus 17. Um, Everything else managed to do as a plus 15. So it was easier to run everything else as a plus 14, 15, 16 than it was to try to do either of the Dawn of the Infinite dungeons as a plus 10, 11, or 12. So there you go. So got to 2000 fairly easily, actually. Once I started doing, focusing on everything else, like my rating started to just shoot up. So the last one, the plus 17, that was probably the one I kind of grinded on there the most. That took a few hours. Um, Kept trying to do one dungeon, and then that wasn't working out. Like the groups kept falling apart, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just focus on another one, and then that just kind of same thing. That just didn't go anywhere. So finally got into a plus 17, and the tank for this was had a legendary rating, well over 2000. So that was probably part of the reason. So um, yeah, so I got got my 8 runs in for this week. Everything will be. I said, I think it was last week or the week before, that the item level probably wouldn't get much higher because I wouldn't do most likely anything past a plus 14, which I wasn't planning on necessarily. Um, so everything will be 476, I believe. I think the last one, the third one, is also 476. Um, which is fine. I did intend to at some point try to grind more. It just was taking so much to get to 2000 that I was just getting kind of burnt out. So this actually worked out rather well. So I think this is it's definitely the biggest jump I've made in my rating, being this is the third season I've gotten the mount. Um, and I think plus 17 is definitely the highest I've ever gotten. So I think I've gotten to like 15 before, maybe 16, but 17 definitely is a first. So that was kind of appropriate that was the one that threw me over the 2000 mark. So I was at like 1989, and doing this plus 17 on time got me to 2013. So got the mount, as you can see here. Admittedly, I wasn't. I was excited, and then I wasn't to get the mount. It's not as flashy as last season's mount. However, now that I have it, I do actually kind of like it. It is a nice. I still think it is a somewhat weird. Um, Kind of has a weird running animation. But nevertheless, got both mounts, got both titles. So it was an interesting week. I kept seeing people grind, like do the whole thing like in a week or two, so I knew it was possible. So, as I said, everything is 476, so everything will be an upgrade to some degree. It's just a matter of finding the... Yep, gonna go with the pants, because the pants is definitely the biggest upgrade. Actually, yeah, they're just an even upgrade. Huh. So, yeah. Why wouldn't we go with that? I don't have the appearance for the hands, and I'm fine with that for the moment. So, yeah. You know, I think the pants make more sense. So, going with the tides. Okay, now to see what I can upgrade. Okay, so my gear did change a bit. I got gloves I swapped out, so that changed my haste, basically. Haste, versatility around. Wasn't so concerned about the versatility. The haste, though, was kind of a concern. Um, but that kind of put me back a little bit more towards having higher critical strike, a little bit lower haste, so that seemed to help in the final push to get to 2,000. And then I got a cloak that kind of put everything back to the way it was a bit. So the gloves swapped haste and versatility for critical strike and mastery, and the back basically did the opposite: critical strike and versatility for haste and mastery. So that's fine. So I am of with the pants that I can go ahead and swap out there. I am 464 of 466. So I am fine with that. I did want to mention, so I got the trinket last week, I believe it was. This was helpful. I don't know how to describe it exactly. So it was worth swapping it out from Lady Waycrest's music box. This just wasn't. The healing was nice, but it just wasn't like the ring during season 2. Like it went so far, and then I just needed to do something else. And by ring I mean the onyx amulet there. I tried to hold on to it for as long as I could, but just towards the very end, it just wasn't. It just wasn't keeping up anymore. If I had spent the time to upgrade it, it's quite possible I could have just kept it the whole time. So this was a bit of extra healing. So if there was that DPS that just kept taking damage, or on occasion, the tank needed healing, what have you. It was good for situations where I needed to heal a player that was low. I could just give them the totem, throw that down, and then go focus on the tank or the rest of the group. So, because the healing starts low and then increases. So it will definitely heal most players from below 50% health to more or less full health. So, and when I looked, like it was about where the music box was when I was trying to do like lower keys. So I feel like it was a pretty even upgrade as far as the amount of healing it was contributing. So that being said, I did also get the little emerald mark of mastery there. So I was thinking about it. What I'm going to do is upgrade everything first. And then I'll go see what gear I can get. I also got an achievement to swap my crest. So I think it'll make more sense. I can't spend my crests on anything else, so I don't really know. I don't think it's going to be much of a waste to just go ahead and try to see what I can upgrade now. Anything I get from this, I'm not going to be able to upgrade most likely anyway. So, I am fine with that. So, yeah, so to recap here. So I have doing a plus 16, which was not necessarily anticipated. So I got 29 aspects Dreaming Crest. So I actually have, as far as I am aware, I have all the crests for this season. Just as a side note. So I have 29 of those. I have over 1,300 flight zones. You can only have 2,000. So did quite a bit of grinding. So yeah, okay. So we'll see what I didn't show Narcissist earlier either, so we can look at Mythic Plus real quick. So took me 65 runs. I think I did over 100 during season 2. So not bad. And yeah. There's my time rating. Not too bad at all. Okay, so now I'm not even sure completely what to upgrade at this point. Is there anything? So I'm still leaning towards Critical Strike. I think Critical Strike is going to be probably good going forward. Part of why I think I was able to make such a big jump was the fact that I was already kind of semi-geared. This season was way easier than last season as far as like being able to actually climb, or not climb, but actually push into higher keys. So until I got into like 15, 16, there were some groups that had the DPS been better geared or the tank been better geared, usually DPS, I probably could have done it. But that when they're taking so much damage, I just can't. I don't have direct healing. Most of my healing is overtime healing. So you have to kind of somewhat be able to keep yourself alive for a minute. That, and then there were just some very bizarre tanks. So, okay, so, okay, mastery's good. Versatility, I feels like pretty good. So I kind of want to get a little bit more critical strike. So what gives us critical strike? First of all, critical strike and mastery. Critical strike and versatility. This will increase critical strike by 3. This will increase critical strike by 6. 6 and versatility. So I'm thinking the belts. Or the, well, no, the legs actually would be a pretty decent upgrade. And I'm probably only going to be able to upgrade one thing, because I only have 29 crests for this. Well, that is unfortunate. Those far as what has critical strike, I really don't want more mastery, because the mastery just doesn't seem to be benefiting me all that well. So my mace has critical strike versatility, so that would be 3/3 as far as an upgrade. The belt is 6/6, so I think the belt, the pants are 9/7. Yeah, why wouldn't I upgrade the pants? How? Okay, yeah. Oh, if I had one more, I could upgrade him, fully upgrade him to 6/6. That is just a tad bit annoying. Okay, so I'm good with that. Now, okay, so I can upgrade my trinket. It costs no crest, 60. What is it now? Okay, so it's just a free upgrade for the last rank. Okay, so I'm good with that. Okay, so what else has critical strike at the moment? Because I don't think I have all that much stuff now. I'm noticing. So okay, so the chest would be 5 critical strike, 6 mastery, 3/3, 6 5. Okay. Yeah, let's just fully upgrade the gloves. Get that out of the way. Okay. Can't upgrade the belt anymore. Can't upgrade the legs. Can't upgrade the ring. Can't upgrade the trinket. Don't know why I said token. Okay. Let's say mastery. Can't upgrade the neck. Can't upgrade the shoulders. I should actually replace the shoulders because I'm still using Drake's Dreaming Crest. So. Okay. I guess we're going back to haste now. So what gives me the most haste? So that's 7/5. That's 529. That's versatility and mastery. Okay, so probably the head would be the next thing. How far can I go? Can I do 8 of 8? I can do 8 of 8. Get that out of the way. I really do think with versatility being at 20%, I'm about as high as I can go on that. It's increasing healing and damage by 20%, decreasing damage by almost 10%. I mean, if something has it on there, I mean, that's fine, but I'm not going to start to specifically seek it out. So I think this is probably about the most gear I've had actually maxed out at one time. So what else is left? And now I am out of plate stones, so which is fine. So now let's take the Emerald Mark of Mastery to the, where is he at here? He's in the Wellspring Overlook. In the Emerald Dream to receive powerful equipment for your efforts. Okay, so I made it to the Emerald Dream, or I'm in the Emerald Dream. So we can see what exactly he has to offer. So I assume, oh no, it's just one. I was gonna say, I assume there's like a PvP set and then like a Mythic Plus, like Raiders set. Indeed, there is. So, what did I say needed upgraded shoulders? Probably, because shoulders are 450. Is that the lowest? 457. 463. 460. Offhand, which doesn't mean anything here because there's no weapons. Yeah, I think I'm going with the shoulders, which are an even upgrade. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, because it's actually okay. So the legs aren't an upgrade now. The head's the same level. Hands are the same. Actually, it's hands are higher than this. And or chest. But the bigger upgrade would be the shoulders. So this is why I upgraded everything beforehand. So yeah, let's go with the shoulders. That's fine. There we go. So now 467 of 469. So yeah, so not bad. So there you go. So again, like last season, if you followed me through the last 7 weeks, like I did it 1 week quicker than I did last season. There you go. A little bit of a conclusion for you there. So again, got the mount, got the title. I did want to see because I did get an achievement.
The waters flow again.
Where I could
May the flights
exchange.
protect
Let me
us.
see here. Yeah. Outgrow the use of Whelpling's Dreaming Crest during season 3. Trading with Dreaming Crest back. So I might have to look into how you actually do that then, because I thought you would have done it here, but these are the only two. There's some other NPCs over there, but they're profession trainers. So yeah, but they did put it in a nice little green area here. Archway kind of looks like a crest there. I noticed that when I landed. So yeah. So as I was saying, there you go. If you followed me for the last few weeks while I've been doing this and everything, thank you. And hope you enjoyed it again. I did, despite the somewhat frustrating parts here and there. So there's apparently going to be one more season for Dragonflight, so I will be curious. I'll do it if I want the mount. If I want the mount and or the title and all of that. If they change the rating you need, which I don't think they would, because we're going into some other things somewhat immediately after season 4. I may or may not do it. Might have to wait until we get into the War Within. And again, see what the mount is and all of that. So, yeah. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.